So Scott Galloway is an NYU professor, and he went on Morning Joe a few times, and he laid down the law to their face, right? And he basically told the truth. He said this country is on the brink of a revolution. We've never seen income and wealth inequality like this. We've never seen our institutions fail people in a more clear way. And it's time to speak up. It's time to change it. And if you don't, you're complicit, right? Well, this guy basically lashed out at MSNBC, particularly Morning Joe, because they have abandoned their post and they've gone MAGA. They went from calling Trump Hitler and a fascist to eating lunch with him and saying, we're going to wipe the slate clean, right? So here we go. Listen to what he has to say, and then we'll react.
When a media company says things that are a fraction of the misinformation, slander, disparaging statements that the president has made himself, that happens every day online, and they agree to set precedent by bending a knee and bowing to this intimidation, it sends a chill across the entire fucking nation. I'm on Morning Joe, and I call the president an insurrectionist and a rapist, and Mika stops the show to clarify he was found guilty of sexual abuse. Sexual libel. He was found liable of sexual abuse. Is that the right terminology?
Yes, I'm calling Mika Brzezinski, but go ahead.
Look at what we're doing, all right?
Yeah.
And by the way, the judge then went on in his sentencing to say the street term for that is rape, right? So what do you have? You have a group of people. This is straight out of the fascist handbook. Intimidate anyone who says anything negative about you. And if these companies, in my opinion, had more fidelity to American values and the very important role media plays in checking power, they wouldn't be bending the fucking knee like this. So is it a practical thing to do? Yes, you can't argue with that. Has it sent a chill across the entire country in what is an incredible double standard that the critics of President Trump are now feel that they're being held to? Look at the shit he has said.
What he's 100% correct on is there's no negotiating with fascists. So, these media companies that are bending the knee to Trump, they think, oh, we're sufficiently appeasing him and it'll all work out if we do that, right? No, it won't. No, it won't. We just talked about it here. I'll show you again. Ready? Bernie pointed this out. Authoritarianism is intimidating media, curtailing dissent, and undermining our First Amendment. Trump has sued ABC, CBS, Meta, and the Des Moines Register for comments that offended him. The Des Moines Register is the Seltzer poll where he was down 4 points in Iowa. He sued over that. He sued over a bad poll. And he said this was an attempt to election rig for Kamala. If anything, it was the opposite. If a Democrat sees Kamala's up 4 points in Iowa, they're less likely to go vote the next day, right? He's suing these media outlets, and then how are they reacting? Many of them are settling with him. These are frivolous lawsuits which would lose in any court of law, but they're settling with him. Why? Because, number one, they think it might be less expensive if we just cut them a $5 million check, $10 million check now. If we have to go through the legal process and pay our lawyers, we might actually end up paying more. Right? But also, the second part of it is, as he points out, they think it's practical. Because if we pay him, if we settle out of court and we give him a couple mil, break him off a couple mil, then, hey, dog, you'll be cool, right? Hey, you'll make sure to cut our taxes, right? You'll make sure to give us that corporate welfare check and that subsidy and our government contract, right? You'll make sure you won't sick the IRS on us and crack down and use the tools of government to go after your political enemies, right? We're not your enemy anymore, bro. We're sort of on your side now. Hey, we'll censor some of the criticism. We'll soft pedal some of the criticism. We'll bring on more pro-Trump voices. They all are negotiating against themselves. That's what they're negotiating against themselves. That's what they're doing. And there is no appeasing fascists. Ask Neville Chamberlain how that goes. Hey, peace in our time. Oh, shit. He disregarded the agreement and invaded other countries anyway? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, we were able to, it's totally, bro, peace with Trump. Peace. We ended up finding a way to do it. Oh, what's that? The Pentagon has informed its resident press corps that NBC, New York Times, NPR, and Politico will rotate out of the building to give space to the New York Post, Breitbart, One American News Network, and HuffPost. Do you seriously think this agreement will hold? These agreements with him will hold? And do you seriously think you are principally doing the right thing by soft-pedaling criticisms of him, by paying him to try to get him off your ass, by bringing in more pro-Trump voices to muddle the truth, muddle the reality? He's right. This is fascism 101 shit. They are bending the knee in hopes it'll work out best for them. But this is journalistic malpractice. They are abdicating their responsibility to the American people. If they were honest, if they had dignity, if they were virtuous, they would tell the truth come hell or high water and let the chips fall where they may. And they would fight in court and win those lawsuits. But they're afraid if they fight and win, then he's definitely going to come after us. Then he's actually going to crack down on us. Then he is going to use whatever tools he has available to sort of kneecap us as an institution, right? Sometimes doing the right thing has consequences. But if you stand on business and you tell the truth, then at the very least you have your dignity at the end of the day when you put your head on your fucking pillow. And they don't have it anymore. They don't have it anymore. There's so few voices. They're willing to fucking push back. So few. I mean, look at the media landscape. Newsmax, One American News, Fox News, Daily Wire, so many so-called new media outlets, really fake independent media or new corporate media online, horrible, pro-Trump sycophants, gargling his sack on a daily basis. And then outside of them, what do you have? Well, the mainstream media outlet, CNN, that's a both sides network. That's a false equivalence network. MSNBC is being spun off. They're going to be out there in the abyss. They've already semi-cucked themselves to Trump. They're about to be totally useless anyway. And then what is there? What is the LA Times? They're censoring criticism of Trump. The Washington Post, same thing. Soft pedaling it, semi-capitulating. And this, what do you think happens to the Overton window in the spectrum when everybody's fed bullshit 24/7? Either both sides bullshit or full fascist far-right bullshit. It skews the American perception of what's possible. And nobody's there to tell the truth anymore. And that's where we are, man. That's where we are. It's like finding a fucking needle in a haystack, finding somebody who will tell you the truth. It really is. It really fucking is. It's dark. It does remind me, it might even be a worse version of what happened during the Bush administration, where every single voice that was critical of the Iraq war, fired. Phil Donahue lost his show, even though it was like #1 rated. Ashley Banfield, they literally put her office in a closet because she dared to speak up against the Iraq war. Jesse Ventura made a contract. They found out he was against the Iraq war. Said, hey, we'll pay you, but you're not getting on air. Every voice that was critical got fucking muzzled immediately. And the country's worse off for it. Now, in retrospect, everybody looks back and goes, what the fuck? What a national mania situation we were in. Of course, the Iraq war was stupid and wrong and bad. At the time, you couldn't find a single person to say that. If they did say that, they'd be castigated as unpatriotic and that they hate the troops. Let's not go through this stupid fucking process again. Oh, it was a soft pedal criticism of Trump. I don't want Trump to come after me. Oh, yeah, sir. Oh, he's right about everything. Oh, yeah, send 30,000 immigrants to Guantanamo Bay, sir. That's amazing. Oh, yeah, invade Panama, sir. That's amazing. What the fuck are we doing? In 10 years, you're going to look back and go, what's wrong with us? Tell the truth now. Now. Stand up on it right now. Jesus Christ. Well, there you have it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.